If you're like most people, you have a go-to playlist for studying, for working out, or for, well, just escaping.
Hmm.
But have you ever stopped to think about why that music makes such a difference? Today, we are going to explore that powerful scientific connection between sound and, your own operating system, your body, and your mind.
And it really is far beyond just entertainment. If you look at the research, music is a verifiable tool that creates physical changes in your brain. It manages your hormone levels and can radically improve your ability to learn new things.
Our mission today is to give you a genuine shortcut. We're going to unpack the hard facts about how listening to and even making music influences your daily life.
And how you can use that knowledge, whether you're aiming for better focus or just a better night's sleep.
Let's start with what happens right away, the biological reaction, the second you hit play.
What's fascinating here is just how complex it is. When you hear a song you absolutely love, your brain doesn't just, register the sound. It launches a whole reward cascade.
It releases dopamine.
It immediately releases dopamine.
And dopamine is what kicks off that feeling of satisfaction and motivation, right? It's like the brain's currency.
Exactly. It's the driving force behind pleasure. But here's the really interesting part. It's not just the peak of the song that releases it.
Yeah.
It's the buildup. Your brain is anticipating the next note, the next chord change, and that anticipation is what gives you that rush.
So the brain is basically a prediction machine, and music is giving it the patterns it wants.
And it does this by activating multiple regions at the same time. While you're listening, different parts of your brain are all collaborating to process the rhythm, the melody, the pitch, the lyrics,
All at once.
all at the exact same moment. It's like a super efficient meeting happening inside your head, coordinating timing, emotion, and language.
That sounds like a serious workout for the brain. Which brings me to something I hear a lot about, musical training. If your brain is working this hard just listening, what happens when you spend years learning to play an instrument?
That's where we get into the concept of neuroplasticity. That's a term you absolutely want to remember.
Neuroplasticity.
Long-term musical training can actually change the physical structure of your brain over time.
That sounds intense. What does that actually mean? Do musicians just have bigger brains?
Not bigger, no. Better connected. Think of your brain as a major city with two halves, left and right, and lots of different neighborhoods responsible for different tasks, like language, logic, emotion.
Okay.
Neuroplasticity, when it's spurred by music, is like building superhighways between all those neighborhoods.
Super highways. I like that. So instead of taking slow local roads to get information from the logic center to the creative center, a musician has these high-speed lines connecting them.
Precisely. And it helps you learn new skills more efficiently in all areas, not just music, because those cognitive centers just communicate faster. You become a better general problem solver.
And even if you don't play an instrument, that immediate effect of music is undeniable. You put on a strong beat, and before you know it, you're tapping your foot.
That's your motor cortex activating. Music is structurally linked to movement. It fires up the part of your brain that controls motor function, which is why it can feel so automatic.
And we know this response is basically hardwired, right? Even tiny infants respond physically to sound, like a drum beat or a lullaby.
It's truly foundational. It's built into our biology from day one.
So let's use this knowledge. How do we apply it to something like managing stress?
Okay, so when you're stressed, your body is pumping out a lot of cortisol. Cortisol is that tight, anxious feeling. It's a survival hormone.
The emergency signal.
Yes. To shut that signal down, you need slow tempos, quiet melodies.
So we're essentially tricking the body into thinking the danger has passed.
You are. When you introduce slow music, your heart rate naturally starts to slow down to match the beat. As your heart rate decreases, your body gets the signal that it's safe and the cortisol production drops.
And you feel calmer. That is an invaluable tool before a big test or a presentation.
A genuine biological cheat code. And managing that anxiety leads right into one of the most critical things for well-being: sleep.
Good sleep is absolutely non-negotiable for learning.
It is. And if we're talking about optimizing it, experts have pointed to music with a rhythm of about 60 beats per minute.
60 BPM. Why that specific number?
It's the tempo that most closely mirrors a resting human heart rate. So by listening to music at 60 BPM, you're encouraging your heart to synchronize with that slow beat, helping your muscles relax. It guides your system toward rest.
So if you're using music for a bedtime routine, you need to ditch the fast beats.
Absolutely. Ditch the heavy rock and definitely get rid of loud lyrics.
Why are lyrics so bad for sleep?
Well, avoid anything that makes your brain actively process a story. Stick to soft instrumental tracks, or even white noise. The payoff is immense. Better sleep leads directly to better concentration the next day.
That's a perfect segue into concentration itself. The big debate among students, should I listen to music while doing homework?
The answer is yes, but with a huge asterisk. The type of music matters a lot.
Let me guess. Instrumental.
Instrumental music without lyrics is almost always the best choice for deep thinking or serious study,
Why do lyrics consistently ruin focus?
because your brain is designed to track narrative. If a song has words, a huge chunk of your cognitive resources, the ones you need for physics, get hijacked trying to follow the story in the song
So you're splitting your attention.
constantly. Instrumental music, on the other hand, it provides what we can call mental white space. It blocks out distractions and signals to your brain that it's time to focus. It creates a dedicated stage for learning.
Okay, we've covered the mental side. Let's move on to the physical. Music in action, starting with exercise.
Music is, without a doubt, the world's best personal trainer. Fast songs with a strong beat don't just increase your energy, they can actually increase your physical output.
We see athletes using this all the time, but how does rhythm help with endurance specifically?
Well, the rhythm gives you an external cue to maintain consistent pace so your body moves more efficiently. But maybe more importantly, music distracts you from the pain signals.
Oh, that makes sense.
When you're focusing on the beat, you literally feel less tired. You're less focused on your sore muscles. It's a psychological override.
And music's power goes beyond physical limits. It's deeply tied to how we remember things.
This is one of the most powerful connections. I mean, why do commercial jingles stick with you for decades?
Because they're so catchy.
Because the human brain loves patterns, and music is pure structure. By putting facts into a song, you're giving your brain a clear framework to chunk the information.
So the patterns make the information easier to retrieve, like putting files in a really organized folder system.
Exactly. And learning an instrument takes us even further.
We mentioned neuroplasticity earlier, but how does playing an instrument translate into, say, better math skills?
It's immense. The act of reading sheet music while coordinating your hands and breath strengthens the part of the brain that connects the left and right hemispheres.
The superhighway.
That's the one. And this constant communication improves math skills, problem solving, spatial reasoning. It's why music students consistently score higher in subjects like reading and science.
That discipline just spills over. It's mental cross-training.
It really is. Now let's pivot to a crucial professional application of all this: music therapy.
And this isn't just playing a calming CD.
Not at all. This is a professional health field used to achieve very specific medical goals.
What are some of the most surprising examples?
One of the most moving is communication. Music helps patients who have lost the ability to speak, maybe from a stroke, because singing uses a different, often undamaged part of the brain than regular speech. So therapists can use melody to help patients communicate through song when words fail them.
So music provides a backup pathway. That's incredible.
It is. Another area is pain management. Listening to carefully chosen music can reduce the perceived intensity of chronic pain, meaning patients rely less on strong medicine.
And what about emotional support, especially for kids in a scary place like a hospital?
Music provides an essential emotional shield. For children, it helps them feel less isolated, more comfortable. It's a scientifically proven method that works right alongside traditional medicine.
So music is clearly a biological and a cognitive tool, but it's also profoundly social and emotional.
It's the ultimate emotional outlet. Music provides a safe way to express huge emotions, joy, sadness, anger, that are just too hard to put into words.
And hearing a song that matches your mood makes you feel understood.
Less alone, yeah. And that connection deepens when you make music with others.
Yeah.
Joining a band or an orchestra, it's a crash course in cooperation.
You have to listen to each other.
You have to listen carefully to stay in rhythm. That teamwork builds incredibly strong friendships and a real sense of belonging.
And culturally, music is a bridge to the past. It's a huge part of heritage.
A vital part. Many cultures use music to tell stories, to pass down history and values. It really is a universal language.
Okay, we've spent this whole time celebrating all the incredible benefits, but if you want to enjoy them for your whole life, we have to talk about protection.
Yes. We have to talk about hearing safety. This is non-negotiable.
The rise of headphones and earbuds.
Means many people are constantly exposing their ears to dangerously high volumes. And this can cause permanent hearing damage that just creeps up on you. You don't notice it until it's too late.
So what's the rule? What do we need to remember?
The 60-60 rule. It's easy. Listen at 60% of the maximum volume for no more than 60 minutes at a time. Then take a break.
60-60. And what about loud places, like a concert?
You must wear earplugs. Those events can cause instantaneous damage. If you don't, you risk developing tinnitus,
That constant ringing in your
a
ears.
relentless ringing. And once those delicate hairs in your inner ear are damaged, we can't easily fix the problem. Protecting your hearing today means you can keep enjoying music tomorrow.
That really is the essential takeaway. Music isn't just background noise. It's a biological, emotional, and social tool you can use every single day to improve your focus, manage your mood, and take control of your health.
And for any of you who find this connection fascinating, the future here is wide open. Your interests could lead to amazing careers. Think about becoming a music therapist or a scientist studying the psychology of sound. The whole field is just exploding.
Understanding the science of sound gives you a powerful, natural way to optimize your well-being. Keep experimenting to find your perfect rhythm. Good luck with your studies.